want to go over something that I think is really important for everybody, and that's simply this. A lot of songs that we remember that become famous, that become hits, are actually very, very simple songs that, when we listen to them, sound very good and slightly maybe even complex. They're interesting. There's some components that make them interesting and memorable. That it's just in a way they're so simple. So I kind of want to talk to you about three things that make songs memorable, familiar, and likable. Um, Last night I was helping a student with a really popular guitar instrumental that most people would consider to be a jazz song, partly because of the chords that are used in the song, and just because of the tone of the guitar. It wasn't distorted. The melody was played on the guitar. I'm not going to tell you the name of the song. If you think you know what song I'm talking about after you watch this lesson, I'd like to see what you think in the comments. And before I keep going, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So, point number one of common songs is 90, I'm going to go on a limb, 99 point some percent of the time, most of the time, 99 point, you fill in the last two numbers, that much of the time the song is structured in one key. It's the key's going to most of the time also be either major or minor, and they immediately give you different flavors, different feels, different ideas. This song is in a major key. So besides it being in one key, another part of that part one component of songs that are memorable and familiar is that the chord progression is actually very simple. Very simple in meaning that they stick. The composer stuck to diatonic chords in the key they're in. So this is in a major key. And I'll tell you the key. We're in the key of A. And the chords they used were the 1 chord and the 6 chord, and then the 2 chord, and then the 5 chord. The chords happen to be A, F sharp minor, B minor is the 2 chord, and E7. That's one thing that makes songs memorable. The chord progression's simple, it's diatonic, it's pleasing to the ear, and it keeps usually a lot of times repeating over and over and over and over again. How many songs can you think of? Or name one song that you could think of that's literally 3 or 4 chords, and they just repeat those chords in a loop over and over and over, and have this fantastic hit song that we all love. So that's the chord progression. Now, in this particular song, it's jazzed up a little bit. It's kind of like it's a major 9 for the 1 chord. It's a minor 7 for the 6 chord. It's a minor 7 for the 5 chord. And I believe the 7th chord also had the 9th. So they're a bit fancier, a bit jazzier sounding than just, A. So it's more like something to that effect. The next thing is the melodies. And I say melodies because this song had multiple melodies, but you don't realize it until you start picking it apart, are repeated so many times that you have to remember them. There's no way that the first melody's played over and over and over again, and then it kind of goes to the second part of the melody. You could call it the chorus, you could call it the bridge, whatever. It's a different part of the song. That's repeated over and over and over again. And then when it goes back to that other thing, it's repeated over and over and over again. And guess what? You remember it because you heard it so many times the first time. So that's the second point. Riffs, motifs, melodies, hooks are repeated over and over and over, and we're almost forced to listen to them and remember them, even if we don't want to. You know, they're the kind of things that you walk down the street and you're humming in your head because you can't get it out of your head. And then the third point that I want to make is that not only were the melodies or riffs repeated over and over and over, but they're simply either out of the diatonic scale, and many times in popular music and in jazz, they're actually out of a related pentatonic scale. And to me, that just seems so easily overlooked. We try to play over this chord, over that chord, but it's not what made the song. It's not what made the song a hit, and it's not what made us remember the song. It's a little motif. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to show you the rhythm I made up to practice over and to jam over. And it's a load of fun. I'm going to show you that first. The next thing I'm going to do is give you one scale, position / idea / mode to make your melody up out of. And then I'm going to use octaves, a special thing that, you know, we could do on the guitar all different ways to make up my second melody. And lastly, I'm going to make sure that in the description of this video, there's another video that has this loop that's just the loop of the guitar playing for 3 to 4 minutes so that you can practice these ideas along with it. So here we go. The chords I used were A major 7, add the 9th. I went down to F sharp minor, added in the same B. That would be like an F sharp minor 11. Went to B minor 7, added in the same B, and went to E9, added in the same B. Here's what it sounds like. And the second time, I want you to hear it and I'll show you. So here's how I played it. I'll go a little bit slower than that. That was how I played the rhythm. Something else about this rhythm pattern that I just want to show you is what happens when you cut it in half. So I'm going to play it one time for you, and then I'm going to cut it in half. I just want you to hear how that you can actually use the same chord progression, cut it in half, and have a whole different sound of a song. I'm going to do it about the speed of the loop. So one more try. Here's half. midst. All right. So anyway, I'm going to put the loop on. The scale, position, hand position, I'm going to limit myself to is very simple. It's based around A major 7 chord. So I like highlighting the third of a tone center if I can. So the third of A is C sharp. So very simply, I am thinking about C Phrygian. And if you don't know what that is, how about just C minor pentatonic? And that's where I'm going to stick. And I'm going to make you up a melody that hopefully you're going to remember, and that is going to maybe remind you of this famous song. Don't forget, the loop will be in the description for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you play the loop and practice to it. And C sharp minor pentatonic or C sharp Phrygian. C sharp D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. You could put in D and E. I'm going to start one more time because that wasn't as clear as I want my melodies to be. This is so fun to just play to, and that's what happens. We tend to get lost, but I'm going to force myself to think more memorable, more simple for you. Here we go.